ladies and gentlemen, to a quick broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. As you know, the war is raging in Ukraine, and there's terrible losses on both sides. It's war's not good, ladies and gentlemen. War is a terrible thing, and you try to get in the side of people that wages war's mine and try to understand how they think. Putin says that he was told by NATO that NATO wouldn't expand eastward, and all the eastern flank are NATO countries, and Ukraine wanted to become a NATO nation, so that would make the other nations around Ukraine on the eastern flank of Russia all NATO countries. And but here's the problem I see, ladies and gentlemen, about this war in Ukraine. Enough of young Russian soldiers go back to Russia in body bags that may get Putin to say that anybody that supplies arms to the Ukrainians or is a participant in the war, and we will attack those cargo planes and stuff like that, and then a Russian jet shoots down one of our cargo planes or something like that. See how fast you can be dragged into a situation? And that's why I think our government is taking it very, very cautiously, because it takes just something like that, and before you know it, you're in World War III. And ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing, these wars and rumors of wars, and these signs from heaven, all has to do with turning to the Lord. These signs, which I've been talking about for so many years now on Jerusalem's Gate, I said this so many years ago, will increase in severity and frequency as we get closer to one or two things: the rapture or the day of God. And if you do not know what the day of God is, read 2 Peter. It's not a pretty day. It's where God lets his fury upon the earth, and it's not a pretty day. The United States, you've been hear me say this, has forsaken the Lord and started dabbling in things our country has no business doing. And we have forsaken the Lord. And 2 Chronicles 7:14, I know you heard me talk about this quite often, is so very important for our country here. It says, if my people, which are called by my name, we're supposed to be the largest Christian nation, although Christianity is decreasing in the United States. I think he's referring to the United States. I really do. This is what the Lord wants. Shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, the things that we've been talking about for so many years, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin. And here's the most important part: will heal their land. Well, forgiving their sin is the most important part, but another important part is will heal their land. This situation in Ukraine can turn the whole world upside down with just one plane getting shot down. And I truly believe Putin may start targeting cargo planes that's shipping in the military equipment to help the Ukrainians. I think enough young soldiers go back to Russia in body bags. I think something like that's possible. Something like that's possible. And then you have a very serious situation on your hands. I understand why our country's taking it so cautiously. I really do. Russia has more nuclear weapons than we do, but all it takes is a few nuclear weapons to destroy a country, and God knows they're a terrible, terrible invention, and there's other inventions that's just as terrible. But man, for some reason, mankind has a tendency of waging war, and if we all knew that we all come from the same bloodline, from Noah's children, and then from there from Adam and Eve's line, and we need to start loving one another and caring about one another. I can't stress that enough, ladies and gentlemen. To love your fellow man and your fellow person, love them and cherish them and pray for them. Well, I just wanted to get this out. 2 Chronicles 7:14 is an absolute necessity because these signs which you're seeing is the same thing I've been telling you a decade ago. They're going to get more severe and more frequent as we get closer to the day of God or the rapture. And that I told you that many, many years ago, and that has been a truthful statement that has been backed up by what's going on in the world. I can't predict what time the sun's going to set today, but the Lord reveals secrets. And the Bible is full of signs about these days. With that being said, you're watching another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. Remember, we love you. We catch you on the next broadcast.